going to teach you how to skip the rope like crazy. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Did Healthy Look Good? I hope you can hear me well, otherwise I will have to speak over. I've never tried it, so just don't know. I'm going to talk about warm-up. Why about warm-up? Warm-up is very important because it warms up your muscles and prevents injuries. And also allows you to perform a little better just because your muscles are already active. And my favorite warm-up happens to be skipping rope. Why skipping rope? Because I do sometimes also cardio. Now it's a very beautiful day today in England. That's why I'm taking advantage of the sun. And but you know, above all, if you have a 9 to 5-ish job, you really struggle to go home and finding a bright day and the will to go outside and jogging. So I also do skipping rope for cardio purpose. The difference is the length of my cardio training. I do cardio for at least 30 minutes. I did up to 1 hour skipping, but if I do warm up, I stick between 10 and 15 minutes, okay? Because the purpose is not to get tired, but it's just to warm up. By the way, if you do at least 12-15 minutes of cardio, you also start to burn fat. That's not the point of today, because today we're going to talk about warm-up. And then please let me know what kind of exercises you would like to do. I don't do gym things, I may do in the future, but so far I do body weight, things that you can do from home, exactly like skipping rope. Now, I got only two different kind of ropes. The first one is the rubbish one, the one that I would advise you not to use. Not to ever use these. These are the cheap ones that you can find probably for 1, 2, 3 euros, dollars, pound, whatever currency it is. They are made of plastic, rubber, and they are rubbish. And these are the ones that you usually find in the gyms because they're cheap. And so they buy a lot of them and they don't cost anything. And that goes away. Now we have this one. This one also I wouldn't really advise you to start with, but if you do, you're welcome. So you would hear people saying that these ones are not the best ones. I would say this is the only one skipping rope I would use. But there is another one which I'm going to tell you about. This one is made of leather, and mine happens to be also weighted, so it's probably about 1 pound, 2 pounds heavy, which makes everything more challenging. Now, issue is I don't used to skipping here, and there is grass and things on the floor. It's probably I'm going to be challenged by this. I do better. I skipped since 20 years, so yeah. That was my warm-up when I was doing boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and mixed martial arts. So yes, this is the one I've been using ever since. Not always this. This one is relatively new. But this kind of skipping ropes. There is another one which is easier because the problem with this is that I would call it belly, which is the part at the bottom. Sorry about the traffic. Which is the part at the bottom. So it's the width of the bottom part. It tends to be very narrow, so it requires you to be really more precise and better synchronized when you do your movements. Now, because I'm going to teach you, this is the most difficult to start with, okay? And also, if you ever happen to start with a leather one or whatever, that is not weighted, if you switch, you will feel the difference, trust me. It will be a nightmare for a few times, then you get used to it. Then there is another one. The one that you may want to start with is the one with a metal wire inside, and then all around is wrapped by some kind of rubber plastic. Those tend to have a wider belly and and they tend not to fold like this. This one sometimes just make knots around your feet, and yeah. But I think this one is less painful when it goes to your head or on your legs or everywhere else it can go. This one tends to go a little bit everywhere when you do it wrong. Also, if you do it without shoes at home, like I used to do, if you happen to hit your toes, it really hurts. And this one hurts less, I believe, because it's lighter. So, if you have never been skipping, what you can do is one thing. So, if you put your feet on top of your skipping rope, you should have it ideally reaching your armpits. That means that it's nicely done. It's right for your height. If it's a little bit more like this, it's still okay. It's easier. If it's short, it's more difficult. So ideally, you want it to be about your armpits. Okay. So the trick is not to jump too high. Now it's going to be really very difficult if you have never done it. So I understand it will take time. Now the title of this video may be a little bit misleading. You at the end of this video will not be able to do it. I'm going to teach you all the tricks, and then you will practice for months, and then you will be able to perform them. Okay. So this is how I skip the rope usually. I'm pretty sure this uneven floor and the grass will prevent me from using it, but I'll try anyway. So yeah, in fact it's a little challenging, but still doable. There are many variations that we will go through in this video. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to do this to begin with. And also I would advise not to do it in your yard unless it's very, very plain. Maybe in your room would be easier, or somewhere where you have an even floor. Like in this case it's not, and it's really difficult. So what you should do is just make one revolution and get the skipping rope up under your feet. Okay. Then you may try to do one revolution and jump. Then I don't mind if you get it under your feet or not. It's really not important. But one revolution and jump. Okay, I'm jumping high in purpose. You will eventually learn the height and the strength that you need to do every time you jump. But to begin with, because your body has never tried it, if you have never skipped, it will be normal that you will look clumsy, and it will take a lot of time for you to perfectioning this practice. Okay, so don't be discouraged. If I've learned, you will. And what else can I say? So yeah, this is the trick: jump, and yeah, like I'm doing now, always land on the tip of your feet. Sorry, on your toes. So never. Let's see if I can do this. More or less, I just destroyed one of the plants, and my wife will not appreciate that. So probably no, this one is even worse. So yeah, this side. So look at my feet. Now, yeah, can't do it from here. Let's see here. Can't do it either. Maybe here. Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Yeah, you need to land on the tip of your feet like this. Okay, the tip of your toes, because you need to be like a spring. You need to be really quick, jumping high, like this. You need to be like a spring. And you will then eventually learn to do this, and then always faster, 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 and always faster, like this. Okay? So, once you learn this trick, which will take time, trust me, you will learn to just allow the space under your feet to make the rope passing. See? And there are many variations. Once you handle this with 2 feet, you will find out that you may want to do just 1 foot, like this. Now I tend to do this because in summer or spring I go to jogging, and this movement reminds more the jogging, okay? But ideally you would like to probably do something like this, always landing on your toes like this, okay? Now it's really difficult. I promise you I'm not that clumsy, but when it's not even, like here there is this tile here that's really high and my skipping rope gets stuck. Okay? So to go a little backwards, let's see if it works. So then you can do many variations. You can do this, like this. Never go behind with your feet, because you see what happens? You get stuck. Your skipping rope goes on your feet and you get stuck. So ideally you want to do this movement. Maybe it's a little better. You always get this one. Let's see. Look here, okay? I'm hitting something behind me. Okay, so this is the movement, okay? Oops, this one is the next movement, okay? This one seems very, very difficult, but it's not. Once you handle this, you should come back to this video and watch this part, okay? So, when you make the revolution, there is a point in which you move your hands to make another revolution, right? And let's call it push. When you push to make the revolution, you also switch your arms. Now, just try not to do this, because this is very, very difficult. So what you want to do at this point, because you know you handle the normal skipping, okay? Sometimes, now I'm about to push. Yeah, again, I got this very bad habit, sorry. When you push, you just need to switch. But when you do it, the trick is, so you see now, exactly when you jump, basically. You see? You need to make sure that when you switch with strength. Above all, if you use these leather ones, because these are really difficult. So, again, I'm skipping happily with my skipping rope. Switch, switch. Now, you will do just one switch at the beginning. Switch, switch. Okay? Switch. Because switching all the time is very difficult, and this is something that is, I would say, is mainly to show off. But on the other hand, if you use these kind of skipping ropes, which are heavy, you will, if you don't do it, you will end up with using your deltoids all the time. They will be stiff, 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 and stiff, and then they will start to hurt, you will be tired. And doing this, it just changes a little bit the movement of your arms, and they will rest, believe it or not. So, when I do my 30 minutes, I do this most of the time. Because it makes me rest. Then, this is going to take a lot of time, because you need to be perfect without doing it, okay? So, take your time. Don't think you will do everything in one day, okay? Just take maybe a few weeks practicing, and once you are really good, do it very, very fast, like this. Then it's when you will be able to close this section, but you will need to try, okay? Then, once you handle this, you may want to do more tricks. So, all the tricks that you did without switching, you can do when you switch. So, you can do this. Now, I'm doing it on purpose this high, but obviously adding the switching thing. Or, if you have watched Creed, This is very difficult. You can also do this. And I can do it like this. And you will find out that your push will be given by the switching of your arms rather than their rotation, okay? Then, I'm going to give you the most difficult of all. The double revolution in one jump. So, when you start learning this, it's because you have handled up to now, okay? And this one you do it with 2 feet usually. And here, you really need to make sure that you land on your toes. Because otherwise, you won't have the time to jump again quickly enough. And this is very demanding. You need to really boost your push. You need to do two while you jump higher, okay? Like this. Okay? This is really difficult. So, jump on 2 feet. You're ready. Now, if you don't get the grass, it's even better. I bet something fly in there as well. But yeah, that's the principle. Yeah, it's too difficult here. But anyway, land on your feet, jump high, and really do as fast as you can. And the difficult part of this will be that you will try to keep the old rhythm. While with this double jump, you must be able to control the rotation of the skipping rope. And it's also very demanding in terms of breathing and gas. As with gas tank and gas. Anyway, you understood. So, you need to make sure that this is the way you land all the time. So check my feet. Because you won't have the time. If you land like this, because you made a higher jump, and that's what your tendency will be to do this. When the skipping rope is there, you will be going down, and you can't allow your body to go down. Okay? And that's pretty much it. There are no really variations in here, so that's all you can do. I hope you can hear it, otherwise I will have to speak over. But anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to be healthy and good.